if you sell anything online, I mean, anything from intricate wall art to printables to SVG images,
Yeah.
you know the reality of it.
Oh, yeah.
The whole process, right? From that first little spark of an idea to the actual design to then, agonizing over the perfect SEO for the listing.
Huge time sink.
It's a massive time sink. Even for people who've been doing this for years, content creation can just feel like such a slog.
Okay.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission today is really laser focused on efficiency. We're not so much here to talk about what you should create, but more how you can create it, like 5 times faster.
Right.
We dove deep into the source materials and pulled out these strategies designed to just drastically speed up that whole cycle. And honestly, it's about maximizing profit because time is money.
It really is. Every hour you save on design is an hour you can spend scaling. And that's absolutely the core challenge we're tackling. If you're someone who just needs to absorb the highest leverage knowledge on maximizing your output, well, this deep dive is for you. We've basically synthesized everything down into 6 proven strategies. These are shortcuts that move your products from just a concept to an actual sale in the least amount of time possible.
So we're talking about real structural shortcuts here, not just little tips and tricks.
Exactly. It's about redefining your whole production process.
Okay, let's jump straight in with the groundwork, what we're calling the foundation. Strategy 1, build a content creation toolbox.
The essential first step.
Yeah, and the wisdom in the notes is that, look, setting this up takes an initial investment, a little time, maybe a little money, but the return on that is just enormous. It's like building a house with a hammer versus a full power toolkit.
That's the perfect analogy. And we're not just talking about, a place to store your files.
Okay.
We're talking about equipping yourself with reliable, powerful tools that let you brainstorm fast, build fast, and launch fast. This is where the real leverage starts, and it really begins with AI.
And the sources are really specific here. AI is your starting line. They mentioned the big ones, ChatGPT, Gemini for ideation and drafting.
The usual suspects.
Usual suspects, exactly. And Grammarly for quality control, of course. But they also put a lot of emphasis on highly specialized systems like AI Printable Automation that are designed to streamline almost every aspect of niche creation.
It's a key distinction. If you try to do all of this manually today, you're just leaving so much on the table.
You're wasting capacity.
And you shouldn't just think of AI as a brainstorming partner. Think of it as the engine that powers strategy too.
Which is?
Automate, automate, automate. This is the real heart of rapid content creation. The concept is pure efficiency. Do the complex, detailed work just once, and then benefit from it potentially thousands of times.
I can literally hear every overwhelmed seller just nodding along right now. Do the work once. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it?
It is the dream.
But what does that actually look like in practice for a seller? What's the most critical automation we need to be doing?
Without a doubt, it's creating product templates.
Okay.
Think about all the common elements in your products. The border size, the color palette, the font styles, where the header goes. All of that.
Right.
If you're designing, say, 50 different thank you notes, and you decide to change the font size on note number 47.
Oh, no. You have to go back and manually change the other 46.
Exactly.
That's a massive time drain.
It is. But if you use a tool like Canva or even Adobe Illustrator and you set up a master template, you can just drag and drop your design elements, the text, the graphics, into that pre-formatted structure.
So creating a new product suddenly takes
minutes, maybe even seconds. It totally transforms your workflow. You're not creating anymore, you're just customizing.
the heavy lifting of the structure is already done. You just drop in the unique content.
Precisely. But here's the crucial part. Don't stop with design. Apply that thinking to your product listings.
Okay, so have template descriptions.
Yes. Template descriptions, preset SEO tags, saved listing formats. You should never, ever be rewriting your shipping policy or the how to download instructions every single time. Automate all the repetitive work.
That leads us perfectly into scaling. Here's where it gets really interesting. Strategy 3 is all about leveraging that effort you've already put in. Turn one product into many. This challenges that, that traditional mindset of creating one unique item, one journal, one calendar, one t-shirt design. The goal here is multiplication.
And that ability to multiply, it comes down to a really fundamental technical choice you make right at the start of your design process.
Which is?
Using a vector format for your main design files, we're talking specifically about formats like SVG.
Okay, for anyone who might be new to this, why is a vector format so much better than, say, a standard JPG for this strategy?
Well, it's kind of like the difference between a photograph and a mathematical equation. A standard image file, like a JPG or PNG, is made of pixels,
Little dots.
little dots. And if you try to blow up a tiny design made for a mug to the size of a shower curtain, those pixels just stretch out. You get a blurry, jagged, basically unusable mess. It's called pixelation.
Right. It looks terrible.
Awful. But a vector file, like an SVG, isn't pixels. It's a mathematical description of lines and curves and colors. So when you scale it up, the computer just recalculates the math.
And the lines stay perfectly crisp.
Perfectly crisp, clean, and defined, whether it's on a tiny sticker or a 3-foot wide piece of wall art.
Wow. So the exact same design file I made for a coffee mug can be scaled up flawlessly to work on a shower curtain with zero loss in quality.
Exactly. That scalability just eliminates entire redesign cycles. It instantly expands your inventory. Your one piece of intellectual property becomes way more valuable.
And you see this in action all the time.
All the time. Look at the popular print-on-demand shops on Etsy. They're not designing a new image for every single item. They're using this exact technique to boost sales without creating new artwork from scratch. It's just smart.
So if we can multiply the product, we should also multiply the value for the customer.
That's the next logical step.
Which brings us to strategy 4, which is very related. It taps right into consumer psychology. Let bundles be your inspiration. We all know people love feeling like they're getting a bargain.
It's an irresistible offer. If you package multiple related products for a single price, you just lower that barrier for someone to click Add to Basket.
And the sources gave some really good, specific examples of how to do this strategically. It's not just about randomly grouping things.
No, you're not just designing a bundle after the fact. You're designing products that you know belong together from the start.
So let's take the educational printables niche. Instead of selling one worksheet on, the causes of World War I,
you create a whole history curriculum bundle for 8th grade. You group things by subject history, math, grammar, or you package them by grade level.
You're solving a bigger problem for the customer.
Exactly, a comprehensive problem. Or think about life events, like a wedding. A planner is great, but a complete wedding kit. One that has the planner, but also printable stickers, thank you notes, shower invitations.
Bachelorette party games.
That's gold. That's a much easier sale.
And the themed party packs are just brilliant. A princess or dinosaur party theme.
Yeah.
You don't just sell the invitation.
No, you bundle it. Invitation, name tags, gift bags, party games, thank you notes, all in one package. You've just created 5 or 6 sales opportunities out of one core design concept.
So bundles offer these endless possibilities for quickly making what feel like new products just by grouping existing ones.
Yeah, and it instantly increases your average sale value. It's a win-win.
Okay, so once you know what sells, especially with this bundle strategy, the next question is obvious.
Yeah.
How do you quickly create the sheer volume of product you need to fill those bundles?
And that's the bridge to strategy 5. Use AI wisely.
Sure.
Now we have to stress, AI can't do everything. You still need that human oversight, that creative vision, but using it strategically is absolutely essential for cutting out, probably 80% of the tedious work.
And the practical applications start way before the design phase, right? They start with research.
Yeah.
You can use AI to research competitors and find those little gaps in the market. Instead of you manually scrolling through hundreds of Etsy listings, you just tell the AI your niche. You can identify trending search terms that don't have enough high-quality listings.
It immediately tells you what to create. It just removes the guesswork.
Yeah.
And then, it becomes your production co-pilot.
You use it to brainstorm ideas.
Generate the actual raw images, create content outlines for, ebooks or instructions, and then even draft the written content itself.
And crucially, the sales content. You use it to write your product descriptions.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, this is a fun t-shirt, you ask the AI to draft a description that includes the 13 tags Etsy wants, woven naturally into the copy, all based on that competitor research it just did for you.
And we can't forget customer service. The source material highlights using AI tools to fine-tune listings or even draft really quick, accurate responses to buyer messages.
That's huge.
It is. You shouldn't be spending 45 minutes a day answering the same 5 questions. That's time you could be creating.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, it seems like leveraging stuff you've already done is the most powerful shortcut of all.
It always is.
And that leads us right to our final strategy, strategy 6. Repurpose old content into new products. Nothing you've made in the past should just be considered a waste.
Absolutely. The time was already invested. Those older products that aren't selling so well, or the ones you just retired from your store, they still have tremendous value as a jumping off point. It helps you avoid that blank page syndrome.
But doesn't repurposing sometimes feel like putting lipstick on a pig? Why put more time into a design that already failed once?
That's a great question, but here's the nuance. The design probably didn't fail because it was bad. It might have failed because the context was wrong, or the listing was poor, or the timing was off. So an older product that doesn't work as is still gives you a ready-made template or a strong core idea. You're not fixing a failure, you're harvesting reusable assets.
Okay, so if I had a beautiful floral image that was part of a calendar that never sold, I don't just delete the file.
No.
I take that image and maybe I put it on a completely different product, like a set of printable recipe cards where the context fits better.
Precisely. You're just changing the delivery mechanism. And for people in the educational space, this is a huge win. Outdated printables don't need to be tossed.
You just update them.
You just update them. The format is still there. A little AI-powered research can quickly update any facts or reformat it for a new grade level. The possibilities are really limitless when you start seeing your past work as raw material.
So content creation really doesn't need to feel like this heavy manual slog where you're starting from scratch every single time.
Not at all.
We've covered 6 really essential strategies to help you become the fastest creator around. From setting up your tools and automating to multiplying your efforts with scaling and bundling, and then finally, leveraging AI and repurposing your old work.
It's a whole system.
It's a whole system, and it's all designed to just radically increase your product offerings. And at the end of the day, boost your profits.
And my final analysis here is really just to reinforce the need to experiment. You have to actually try these shortcuts, test different templates, see how bundling works with your AI workflows, and start building that personalized, perfect for you content creation system.
Right.
Every seller's process will be a bit unique, but the underlying mechanics of efficiency, those are universal.
And I guess if that second strategy, automation, feels like the biggest, most intimidating hurdle because you're worried about the tech side of it.
Which a lot of people are.
A lot of people are. But you should consider the resources that are out there. The biggest barrier is usually the mental one, not the technical one. The source material makes it really clear that there's structured help available, like step-by-step instructions and even over-the-shoulder videos that come with some of these tools.
The path is there.
The path to mastering content automation is laid out for you. Now, get creating.